What is the area of the yellow inscribed trapezium in the given figure? Label points A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Locate the center, O of the circle with a sector of 135 degrees. Join line G, O which is perpendicular line. Angle GO, F equals angle BG, O which equals 90 degrees. This implies that angle BOG equals to 45 degrees, since line BG equals line GO. Using Pythagoras' theorem, the square of line BO equals the product of 2, and the square of line BG. It signifies that the square root of 2 equals 2 times the square of line BG. Divided the equation by 2 and take the square root of the equation. We obtain that line BG equals 1 which equals to line GO after simplification of values.
Join line O, C which is equals the radius, R. Since line B, C equals line C, D. Also, label point K and join line D, K and line O, K. Line O, K equals the square root of 2 and line D, K equals to 2 which equals line B, C. It implies that line G, O is a line bisector of line B, E. From triangle CBO, use cosine rule. The square of R equals the sum of the square of 2 and the square of the square root of 2 minus the product of 2 and 2 times the square root of 2 times cosine 135 degrees which equals 10. Take the square root of the equation. It follows that R equals the square root of 10. Join line O, E equals R. From triangle EBO, using cosine rule. The square of R equals the sum of the square of line B, O and the square of line B, E minus the product of 2 and line B, O times line B, E times cosine 45 degrees. Substitute values and we have a new equation as shown on the screen. Simplify. Take the square of 10 and 2. And we have that 10 equals the sum of 2 and the square of line B, E minus the product of 2 and line B, E. Let line B, E equals Y. Rearrange terms of the equation. It implies that the square of Y minus 2 times Y plus 2 minus 10 equals to 0. Simplify and we have a new equation as shown on the screen. Factorize. It signifies that the square of y minus 4 times y plus 2 times y minus 8 equals to 0. Simplify further and we have that the product of y minus 4 and y plus 2 equals 0. Either y minus 4 equals 0 or y plus 2 equals 0. Hence, y equals 4 or y equals negative 2. It implies that line B, E equals y, which equals to 4. But y is not equals to negative 2. It is because the length measure cannot have a negative value. Area of the trapezium. CBED equals half the product of line C, D plus line B, E and line BC. Substitute values and we have that the area of the trapezium equals half the sum of 2 and 3 multiplied by 2, which equals to 6 square units. Therefore, the required area of the trapezium equals 6 square units.